Hi, this is Matt, the Do-Over Guy Theriault, and welcome to Your Do-Over, Episode 1.
During an era where countless people, businesses, and organizations are feeling the pinch, running out of time, running out of money, losing confidence, feeling as if life is unfair, praying for another chance, and unless something is done, life is going to pass them by. Fortunately, in the nick of time, there is now a place where the ignored, underestimated, and unknown steps to producing results and making life work are revealed. Save your career, save your business, save your health, save your relationships, save your life. Get from where you are to where you want to be faster and with greater ease than you ever thought possible. Say hello to your do-over.
Welcome to Your Do-Over. Welcome to the very first episode. I am broadcasting live from downtown Los Angeles, right across from the Staples Center in my downtown loft. I don't know how the sound quality is going to be inside of this loft. I've got tall ceilings and big walls, and there may be a lot of echo, and if there is, and if it's annoying enough, I'm going to go ahead and I'll make sure that I change that for you the next time around, okay? So this is the place where once a week you will hear, learn, and hopefully take action on the ignored, underestimated, and unknown steps to producing results. Ideally, whatever threw you off your last endeavor won't interfere again, as I'll be leading you through not only my own hindsight, but others much more successful than I, and transforming that into your foresight. They say that hindsight is 20/20. The intention of this show is to make your foresight 20/20. There's a saying that goes something like, learn from others' mistakes, as you won't be here long enough to make them all yourself. So what you can expect from Your Do-Over will be a multitude of tips and strategies and recommendations, suggestions, inspiration, motivation, and just about anything that'll cause your do-over to not only be a bigger success than all your previous attempts, but also easier. I mean, certainly there's always going to be hard work involved, and this place is no different, but we're all about learning to work smarter and sharing what can make your do-over so much better. Learning to work easier includes time-saving tips, different services, different technology, and how to create systems, how to delegate. Whatever I can contribute to making your do-over easier, faster, and also, but that just all comes into being able to work smarter. So we'll be giving you tips and strategies and techniques on how to work smarter. And although I have a wealth of information to share with you that can make a significant impact on how your do-over unfolds, learning from others who have risen, fallen, and risen again through interviews and guest appearances will be a primary focus of this show. You know, there's so many people out there that are finding themselves in a do-over right now, so to speak. They're starting over. There are people that have lost jobs, or maybe they have a failed marriage and they've got to do that over again, or their career is just spiraling down, or their business is spiraling down, or maybe the organization that they lead is found itself in tough times and they've got to start over. So we'll have a lot of these people coming onto the show, and I'll get the biggest successes I possibly can and the biggest comeback stories, and just learn from their past, learn from their mistakes, learn from their lessons from Hard Knock University, and like I said before, just take their hindsight and transform it into your foresight. So that you know who I am, I'll tell you a little bit about my background and share with you how my do-over has come about. You know, when I got out of the Marine Corps, I spent the next 15 years of my life in the music industry, and I was a music producer, music distributor, and I owned a small little independent record label, but I had major label distribution, and it was just myself, and at my peak, I had 3 or 4 employees. I had 4 employees at one point. I was just living the good life. I mean, it wasn't uncommon for me to experience 6-figure months, and doing this in my late 20s, early 30s, I didn't have a care in the world. Life was really unfolding easy for me. And then one day, it all came crashing down. I mean, they say the only thing that'll never change is that there'll always be change. With the events of like the dot-com crash and the events of 9/11, those took a significant toll on my business, just major setbacks. Emerging business models came along. The way people listen to music, the way people acquire music, it completely changed. I mean, the musical download came along and just completely wiped out my business, and it did it pretty quickly. I mean, in a 6-month period, I went from 6-figure months, and I would have been lucky to may have a 6-figure year, if even half that. And as they say, the music video killed the radio star. Well, I would say the digital download killed the CD distributor, and that's who I was. And at age 34, I found myself dead, flat, broke. I had to start life all over again. I did not have a plan B. I thought music was it. It came to me so easily, and it hardly even seemed like work. I had no backup plan. And after a year of soul searching, a year of applying for jobs, I came to the harsh reality, or discovered the harsh reality, that there's not a whole lot of demand for an out-of-work music industry entrepreneur. And for 6 months straight, I was bagging groceries. It was pretty tough. And if you've ever made a lot of money and lost it, I can really empathize with you. It's not a great place to come from. After this year, I didn't know what to do. And I didn't know what was going to get me back to my previous lifestyle, the lifestyle that I become accustomed to, the type of income that I was accustomed to. I just didn't know what the other options were, and came across a couple people, or just in basic conversation, sharing my struggles, discovered that real estate is where the money is. There's more millionaires and billionaires created through real estate and real estate investing than any other industry in the world. And I said, okay, well, if more people have done it that way, that's probably where my best chance of getting my life back, or where my do-over has the best chance of being a success. So I did what I thought was the logical thing. I went out and got a real estate license and started practicing real estate as an agent. And I have to tell you, that was not the answer. When they say real estate is where the money is, that's not the type of real estate they're talking about. Now, certainly I had some good years, and I got up to a good six-figure a year income, and it was okay, but you know what? The lifestyle was not even close. I mean, I was working 7 days a week. My weekends were gone. I mean, they were no longer my weekends. They belonged to my clients, or they belonged to a house that I had to hold open. And it was awful. And so at the end of my real estate agent career, I had a couple clients. They gave me repeat business over and over and over again. You know, I'd show up to our meetings in my suit and tie, and they'd show up in jeans and a t-shirt, and they showed up typically 20 minutes late or something like that. And they seemed like they're always on the go. They're always on their way to a weekend getaway or a vacation. And you know, I was just sitting on the wrong side of the desk. I was sitting on the wrong side of the desk in the real estate industry, and I would just look at them, and I would daydream, like, gosh, I wish I was you. So they were real estate investors, very different from being a real estate agent. If you have a real estate license, you know that it does absolutely nothing to prepare you to be a real estate investor. So I came across an organization that actually teaches real estate investing, and I jumped in. I made the total commitment. This is what I'm going to do. That's the type of real estate I want to be in. And here I am almost 3 years later now. I'm a full-time real estate investor, and where I actually have real estate agents working for me. I'm the guy that shows up now in the jeans and the t-shirt. And so that's my story, real brief. I'm sure as we go along on this journey and explore your do-over, you're going to learn a little bit more about me, and I so hope I get to learn about you as well. But that's my story in a nutshell. And just recently, I did release a book called Do-Over. You can pick it up at dooverbook.com. It's available in paperback, audiobook, and ebook. That's an electronic format available for instant download, so you can have it immediately. The book, it shows people discontent with their current situation, how to start over, how to get a better life, and create lasting results, and do it easier, faster, and smarter. The book is half autobiographical, half personal development, for lack of a better word. And it's just where I'm sharing the lessons I learned in the music industry as a businessman, and how I've been able to relate them to the real estate industry. You know, they seem like they have absolutely no relationship, but they absolutely do, because it's just business. Business is business. The principles apply universally, and the other thing that applies universally is that you're dealing with people. And anything you want out of life, anything that you're striving for, you're going to have to go through another person to get it. So the dynamics of dealing with people stays the same regardless of what you're up to. So I've created this plan, I wrote this book, that regardless of what you aspire to, it works universally. The principles are universal. So whether you're up to doing over a new career, you're up to doing over your love life or your marriage, or you're up to doing over your health, maybe you lost a bunch of weight and you gained it back and now you want to lose it again, whatever it may be, the principles apply regardless of what you're up to. So that's a little bit about my life and where I came from. That's a little bit about my book and what I'm up to. And there's another big part of my life that I'm up to right now, and it has to do with a nonprofit organization I've created called Rebuild the Bayou. I'm creating new housing for families displaced by Hurricane Katrina. I'm spreading financial literacy through that area. It's a very socio-demographically, economically depressed area where education can go a long way to make a big, big difference.